So in the last bit, I covered how to find pKb of basic buffers, pKb of basic buffer, and using concentration given. There is as I told, 138 question. Concentrations 0.1, 0.1 amino ammonium chloride, and pH were also given. And there I told how to find out pKb. Then in buffers we studied SD buffer, basic buffer, neutral buffer, and Henderson equation, and how to solve the problems. This is one bit. Next, hydrolysis of salts. Hydrolysis of salts. See, first I will tell you what is meant by salt. Salt is a substance. It is formed by reaction between any acid and base. When acid base combine, they can give salt. And in acids, it may be strong or weak. In base, strong and weak. So when strong and strong, they can form salt. Strong acid, strong base, salt. Weak acid, weak base, salt. Strong acid, weak base gives salt. Then strong base, weak acid also gives salt. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 types of salts are there. Strong acid, strong base, salt. Weak acid, weak base, salt. Strong, weak, weak, strong. Then see example, strong acid, strong base. Strong acid, HCl. Strong base, NaOH. NaOH plus HCl gives NaCl plus H2O. HCl, NaOH gives NaCl. So NaCl, it is a salt obtained from strong acid, strong base. Strong acid, strong base. Then weak acid, weak base. Weak acid, acetic acid. Weak base, ammonium hydroxide. Weak acid, acetic acid, and weak base, ammonium hydroxide. Then salt, ammonium acetate. Next, strong acid, weak base. Strong acid, Cl. Strong acid, weak base, ammonium hydroxide. Ammonium hydroxide, weak base. Hydrochloric acid, strong acid. HCl plus NH4OH gives NH4Cl. Therefore, NH4Cl is the salt of strong acid and weak base. Next, one more, last one. Strong base, weak acid. Weak acid, CS3COO. This is weak acid, acetic acid, and strong base, NaOH. Strong base, NaOH. Sodium acetate, it is a salt obtained from strong base and weak acid. Ammonium chloride, salt obtained from strong acid, weak base. And ammonium acetate, weak acid, weak base. NaCl, strong acid, strong base. These are types of salts. Then 3 compounds: sodium acetate, ammonium chloride, just observe about the salts. So which one can undergo hydrolysis? So about hydrolysis, in different topics in chemistry you studied. Hydrolysis meaning reaction of the compound with water. A reaction of a chemical compound with water that is called hydrolysis. But here in case of hydrolysis of salts, now we can study cation of the salt or anion of the salt or both. Cation or anion of the salt or both react with water and they can produce acid or basic solution, acidic or basic solution. But that phenomenon is said to be hydrolysis of salt. So I repeat, cation or anion or both of salt react with water to produce acidic or basic solution, then the process is said to be hydrolysis of salts. Then which type of salt can undergo hydrolysis and which cannot undergo hydrolysis, that we can study. A salt obtained from strong acid, strong base does not undergo hydrolysis. Example, NaCl. Yes, strong bases are NaOH, KOH. In general, we are using NaOH, KOH, NaK. If there is NaK as cation part and anion part, it may be chloride or sulfate or nitrate. Chloride, sulfate, nitrate. Sodium chloride, sodium sulfate, sodium nitrate. Similarly, potassium chloride, potassium sulfate, potassium nitrate. So these are the salts obtained from strong acid, strong base, and these does not undergo hydrolysis. Means they cannot give acidic or basic solution. Hence, they are said to be they are not undergoing hydrolysis. If you get acidic or basic solution, then they are said to be hydrolysis of salt. Next, now we consider example sodium acetate, ammonium chloride, and ammonium acetate, and see how to calculate pH of these. Now first we consider salt of weak acid and strong base. So when it reacts with water, hydrolysis meaning reaction of salt with water, then yes, now we get acetic acid and NaOH. When you dissolve sodium acetate in water, but this salt is obtained from strong base weak acid. Now we get strong base weak acid. OH ion from NaOH, H plus ion from acetic acid. These ions are there. But NaOH is said to be strong base, acetic acid is said to be weak acid. Therefore, which ion is more? Which ion concentration is more? So answer, OH ion concentration greater than H plus ion in this solution. Therefore, sodium acetate solution is said to be basic. Acetic acid acidic, but sodium acetate solution in water, that is said to be basic, since OH ion concentration greater than H plus. Therefore, pH of this solution, next type of question, pH of the solution after hydrolysis, that is when sodium acetate solution is hydrolyzed, its pH will be more than 7, less than 7, equal to 7, cannot be predicted. Yes, we can answer its pH value more than 7 because it contains higher concentration of hydroxyl ions. And at the same time, we can explain any example in which salt of weak acid strong base is used. Then second type, strong acid, weak base. Strong acid, weak base. Whether the solution is said to be acidic or basic, we can think. Strong acid, weak base. Example, NH4Cl or FeCl3 or any group number 3 form, it's a D block element hydroxide plus HCl or HNO3 or H2SO4. Here we can write Cl or SO4 or even Br, then nitrate, but here group number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Any element you can write here, and it's salt undergo hydrolysis. HOH, HOH, positive, negative, positive, negative. Then positive, negative, negative, positive. Yes. Here we get ammonium hydroxide and HCl, ferric hydroxide and HCl. But HCl strong acid, H plus, here OH minus, strong acid weak base, therefore strong acid weak base. Then strong acid is one which undergo 100% dissociation, therefore more ions are there with respect to HCl, and FeOH is partial hydrolysis. Partial ionization. Then again here H plus OH minus greater than OH minus. Anyway, a salt obtained from strong acid weak base undergo hydrolysis to give solution, but that solution is said to be acidic. Sodium acetate solution, basic. FeCl3, ammonium chloride, or any salt which are obtained from strong acid weak base, then it is said to be what, acidic. Or pH value decrease. FeCl3 solution pH value less than 7, more than 7, equal to 7. So answer less than 7. Here also less than 7. This is about salts of what? Strong acid weak base, strong acid weak base. In first example, strong base weak acid. Next one, last one, weak acid weak base. See, there also we can say pH value, how, based on the substance. Take example, CH3COO NH4. CH3CONH4, ammonium acetate, it is also a salt. When it reacts with water, means HOH, then it can give acetic acid plus NH4OH, weak acid weak base. Then if it is weak acid weak base, we can use pKa and pKb values. Therefore, it's a pH value. We cannot say direct pH value. We can calculate pH equal to pKa. pH equal to 7 plus 1 by 2 pKa minus pKb. pKa minus pKb. Yes, using these two values, pK, pKb values, one can find out pH of the what buffer. There is a neutral buffer. Salts like ammonium acetate. Its pH value can be determined based on the pK, pKb values. But this one can form neutral buffer. Already I covered this one in the buffers. Okay. So here I covered about hydrolysis of salts. Then common ion effect and solubility products. Common ion effect. This is the last one. Common ion effect and solubility products. See what is meant by common ion effect. So this concept, common ion effect, so it can be applied in precipitation of metal ions in qualitative analysis. So metal ions like Az plus Hz plus 2, copper plus 2, Hz plus 1, then Al 3 plus, Fe 3 plus, Zn 2 plus, Mn 2 plus, calcium 2 plus, barium 2 plus, magnesium 2 plus. These are divided into different groups: group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, group 5, group 6. So all of you studied this part in qualitative analysis, and these are all divided on the basis of solubility product values, solubility product value, and how these are precipitated. In some cases we need a low concentration of ions to precipitate. In some cases higher concentration of ion, but that can be explained on the basis of common ion effect, based on common ion effect. So we can explain common ion effect by taking simple example. Again, CS3, COO, H. CS3 COOH reversible to CS3 COO minus and H plus. Acetic acid, weak acid, and it can dissociate partially and undergo ionization and attains equilibrium. Then if you want to reduce the concentration of acetate ions, if you want to reduce concentration of acetate ion, now you can add another salt, CS3COO Na, gives rise to CS3COO minus and Na plus. This is added ion combines with H plus ion to give back. Added ion combines with H plus ion to give back. Means number of H plus decreasing. In this reaction, number of H plus can be reduced by adding sodium acetate due to common ion effect. Now here common ion is acetate ion. Similarly, H2S reversible to 2H plus and S2 minus. So in group 2 radicals, group 2, the reagent is dilute HCl and H2S. Dilute HCl, H2S. But their solubility product value very low, hence they need low concentration of sulfur ion. Then how to reduce this sulfur ion concentration? Yes, by common ion effect principle, that is by adding HCl. When HCl added, then it will become H plus and Cl minus. And here in this case, common ion is H plus common ion, and added H plus combines with added H plus combines with sulfide ion to give back H2S. Means some of the ions lowered, or concentration of sulfide ion decreased by adding H plus, and this H plus is common to H plus which is present in the solution. due to common ion effect, sulfide ion concentration can be reduced. Now, see why you have to do like this, because in group number 2 we need low concentration of sulfide ion. By common ion effect principle, we can reduce the concentration of sulfide ion. In group number 4, there we need sulfide ion concentration more, and again there we are applying the same principle, common ion effect. Now we can define common ion effect. The degree of dissociation of weak electrolyte, means the common ion effect is applicable only for weak electrolytes. Degree of dissociation of weak electrolyte can be suppressed, means reduced or lowered, by adding strong electrolyte. Means whatever you are adding second electrolyte, it must be strong. By adding strong electrolyte which contain or having common ion, is called a common ion effect. And this is a principle used in precipitation of metal ions in the qualitative analysis. This is enough in case of common ion effect. And important here next, solubility product. And using both common and solubility product, one can explain why precipitation occurs in the test tube by adding different reagents. Solubility product KSP. Solubility product KSP. It is a constant value, just like ionic product of water KW. And consider a salt AgCl, solid reversible to Ag plus and Cl minus aqueous. Then there exists an equilibrium between ions of the electrolyte and unionized molecules of same electrolyte in a aqueous solution, and this can form KSP. Actually K equal to product by reactant, but dissociation very less or solubility very low in the solution, hence it is its concentration taken as almost constant. Then we get solubility product. There is a K into AgCl concentration as 1, solid 1, therefore we get KSP Ag plus into Cl minus. So this KSP value, it is named as a solubility product. Then, so we can define solubility product of molar concentrations of constituent ions in a saturated solution at a given temperature is a constant, is said to be solubility product. If here any coefficients are given and those coefficients are raised to their appropriate powers, and there is said to be solubility product, and it depends upon temperature. If temperature increases, ionization increases, hence KSP value also increases. Higher the KSP, higher the solubility. Higher the KSP, higher the solubility, or higher the ionization. Okay, ionization. Then using the KSP value, see what we can study. Solubility product value and solubility. As I told, using KSP value we can study, or we can divide the ions into different groups in qualitative analysis. There is group 1 to 6, I told different ions. And here consider why copper plus 2 precipitate yet low concentration of sulfide ion. So in the test tube, let it be copper plus 2 ions are there, and Zn2 plus ions. Copper plus 2, both ions are present. Then to this, you have to add H2S in presence of acid, HCl. And now they told by adding HCl, sulfide ion concentration decreased. But for zinc, means higher group, sulfur diamond liquid is more. Therefore, out of two radical, only one radical is precipitated because it contains low concentration of sulfur diamond. Because Ksp of group 2 radicals less, Ksp group 4 radical more. Let it be group 4 10 raised to minus 16 and group 2 10 raised to minus 37. Like the very low value compared to this. Therefore, using Ksp value and a common ion effect, one can study how to precipitate ions in the solution. If two or more ions are present, only one ion get precipitated, then condition ionic product should be greater than solubility product. Ionic product should be greater than solubility product. Example, Cu2S, S ion and copper ion combined to give Cu2S. Cuprous sulfide and cuprous, here black PPT obtained, and that black PPT due to CuS. Then CuS precipitation. Only CuS get precipitated because sulfide ion concentration is very low, and that is sufficient to cause PPT of copper but not zinc. And one more principle is there, to get precipitate in the test tube, yes, ionic product should exceed solubility product. When ionic product exceeds solubility product, then only here lower group ion get precipitated, otherwise they are not precipitated. If HCl not added, then zinc may precipitate. Therefore, you have to add HCl to reduce concentration of sulfur ions. Next. So one point I want to repeat. Precipitation in the test tube occur only when ionic product greater than solubility product or ionic product exceeds the solubility product. Then solubility of a precipitate depend upon Ksp value. Higher the Ksp value, higher the Ksp value, higher the solubility of the precipitate. Example, magnesium hydroxide, aluminum hydroxide. Magnesium hydroxide comes under group number 6 and aluminum hydroxide in group number 3. Group 3, group 6. Then lower Ksp group 3 and higher Ksp group number 6. Therefore, which hydroxide is more soluble? So answer, aluminum hydroxide more soluble because its Ksp value low. Magnesium hydroxide more soluble because its Ksp value higher. Higher the Ksp, higher the solubility. Means less soluble aluminum hydroxide, more soluble magnesium hydroxide. So this time we can compare solubilities using Ksp. Okay. And there are some relationship between solubility product and solubility. So different types of salts are there. First, AB type. Second, AP2 type, third, AP3 type, fourth, A2B3 or A3B2 type, and fifth, AB4 type. Examples, AgCl, PbCl2 and FeOS thrice. There is electrolyte FeOS thrice, A2B3. We can write even Al2SO4 taken thrice or any substance which obeys this formula, and AB4 SnCl4. Like this, salts or electrolytes are used. Then, when they are dissociated, they can form A plus and B minus. Let S be the solubility of 1 mole of salt gives 1 mole gives 1 mole, therefore S. Hence, Ksp equal to, for this Ksp equal to S into S means A plus into B minus by 1. Hence, Ksp equal to A plus concentration, B minus concentration, S into S square. Therefore, remember this formula for AB type electrolyte or AgCl type electrolyte, formula Ksp equal to A square or S equal to square root of Ksp. S equal to square root of KSP. Then one more thing I want to explain. Take example AX BY reverse equal to X A power Y plus AX BY Y into B power X minus. This is the general law, equation for electrolytes. Then KSP formula. Now let us write the equation. First you write A to the power Y plus whatever coefficients are there, it is raised as a power X plus B to the power X minus power Y. So this is one of the important formula you have to remember for solubility product. For solubility product. Next one. A plus 2B, A plus 2, B minus A plus 3, 3B minus A 3 plus 2, 3B minus 2. Last A plus 4, 4B minus. These are the formulas, and using these, yes, now I told S be the solubility of the salt, but for 1 mole 1 S, 1 mole 1 mole same. 1 mole 1 S, 1 S, 1 S, 2 S, 1 S, 3 S, 2 S, 3 S, 1 S, 4 S. Yes, and all these 1 S. These are very important to solve the problems. Then KSP formulas. Second one, KSP equal to, see here, 2S into S. But 2S square, see here, 2S square, therefore 4S cube. In second example, 4S cube or S equal to cube root of KSP by 4. Then third one, see here, S into 3S, 3S cube, 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. Therefore, KSP equal to 27 S to the power, see here, 3S cube, yes, therefore S to the power 4. Then here, KSP equal to 3S cube.